Jake, a couple questions from my side. First of all, you guys are in the final, which is something to celebrate. It's a great moment, but it didn't start out that way at the beginning of the season. So I just wanted to know from you, from you as the director of the Bulls. I know all SA sides had that turning corner moment somewhere during the season about 8 weeks ago, but for you guys, that turning corner moment, can you describe that, how that was like for you guys to turn the season around and get to this point?
Yeah, so that's the easiest question I can answer. The very first time we got the moment came on is when we lost to Leinster. We just won the Currie Cup. We went there and we got 31-3 hiding. And it was done at a pace that could have quite easily been more, And I think that was the moment where the coaching staff just decided, look, if we're going to keep playing the same way we've been playing local rugby against everybody, and it looks hell of a good, and we think we on to something special, and then we basically got a lesson from Leinster on that. That's not the way you play rugby. So, and that happened from week one. So we can't in 3 weeks in a tour change everything. We sort of hung in there with what we could. We came back with one win, I think, and then one losing point. Losing bonus points, so we basically had 5 points on the log. We played the Sharks, we got nothing. Then we had and then we just had to continue working behind the scenes to get where we wanted to get to, and get our game where it is. And all of a sudden, you look at the log. I think we scored the second most attacking bonus points. I think we're close to the most tries scored in the competition. So there's a lot of things that we by changing the way we played and the understanding of how we want to play, just change the results. And as the results changed, we moved higher and higher up the ladder. And the Stormers, we couldn't catch them. They won the Shield, and they obviously the number one side in South Africa, 3 points ahead of us. And so now we got a massive game because now we can judge ourselves against the guys who won our conference.
Follow up for Sanele.
Yes, please. And this one is just a general question. We've seen that in the semifinals, in these semifinal matches, the stadiums have become more and more filled here in South Africa, which is a good sign, I would say, going forward, given how, over the years, numbers have become to dwindle less and less. What lessons are there now to be learned for all the SA sides in terms of bringing the people back? Because it seems like it's one thing to say to the people, come support the teams because the teams are there, but it seems like maybe the teams need to win first before that support can come back and the fans can come back into the stadiums in their numbers.
Yeah, so nearly I can tell you on the aeroplane today, there were a lot of farmers that were coming from the Northern Transvaal. There were a lot of guys flying down in the same plane as us from the Northern Transvaal and from above, as I said, from Pretoria. And I can tell you, it reminds me of the old days. I think guys are now following their teams again. And you're right, you got to win. I mean, no one wants to follow a team that's not going to win. That's part of, I suppose, our jobs as coaches. We got to get that vibe going by getting winning teams. And I've got no doubt the stadiums were full up. We haven't managed to play a game at Loftus, except for obviously the Sharks a couple of weeks, but we haven't managed to play like a final in front of our crowd. And I think as it stands now, we've won about 5 trophies, and we haven't had that privilege of playing it in front of our crowd. So, yeah, look, I as I said, it's going to be a fantastic occasion. We're looking forward to it. We're very well prepared. I can tell you, we're very well prepared. I'm very happy. And as I said to you, there's all about tomorrow just doing the things we do well, and I'm sure we'll be fine.